come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Go check. 18 level. Mustang 19. Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here we go.
2nd down and 5.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Room here to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Corral to throw on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And Corral will throw it. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play.
Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go. Six the Eagles.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 39, Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Flash! Warrior 70. Get Panther.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Foreman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw here for Corral. Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On 3rd down, Corral. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Smith. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Geno now to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, Smith. And this one's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Trap 50, trap 50. 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats. Trap 50, trap 50. Hurt, hurt.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 31, Smith. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
From the 27, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On first down, it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
19
Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Check pass, check pass. Cut 19.
Walker once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Corral. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now it's Lockett. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check contact. Check contact.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official wouldn't think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Don't check.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. On 3rd down, a run from White. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 31, Corral. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To the air again with Corral. Buying time to his left. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Okay, quick.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready?
And they take a knee. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle.